Hey Aries, welcome to your weekly reading. If you're new to the channel, welcome, glad you're visiting. Please consider subscribing, liking, and sharing the video. For those who are returning, I really appreciate you so much. Your comments are fantastic. Your emails are great. Lots, just really good back and forth energy for the most part, and I really appreciate it. It means everything to me. So I will be pulling cards today for Divine Masculine and Divine Feminine. This reading will piggyback on the one that I uploaded on January 12th. This is 2020, which was the Saturn-Pluto conjunction. We're still in that energy. We will be for a long time to come, but it's very powerful right now. So please, if you have not watched that reading, it is for the general collective of Divine Feminine and Masculine energies, and will make this reading make a lot more sense when you see where both those energies are coming from in this conjunction. But what it's about is we're in a regeneration period, okay? We're purging, eliminating whatever has fallen out of alignment, and I'm going to read off some notes before I pull your cards. But this is what are we eliminating? Old beliefs, that's the Hierophant. Patterns, Knight of Wands, that can also be devil energy. Intrusive and obsessive thinking, 8 and 9 of Swords. Blaming, shaming, judgments, grudges, that's all the Judgment card, right? Where we sort of offer forgiveness of self and others. Bad habits, devil energy again. Limiting fears, might be the Moon. Resentments, 5 of Wands and 5 of Swords. One-sided and half-hearted dynamics, maybe the 4 of Cups. Heavy baggage, 9 and 10 of Wands. Negative feelings from the past, 5 of Cups. Worries about the future, things we cannot change, that's the Wheel of Fortune. The need to control, Emperor. Unreal expectations, might be the Fool. And basically anything or anyone who has already let go of us. So if you are in a dynamic of constantly being grabbed and released, it's time to cut the cord and release. Okay? That's what this is all about. And what we're going to discover is if we're not willing to do that hard work and make those difficult choices and decisions, Spirit's going to come in and do it for us. Lots of Tower moments showing up in these readings. All I know is I want to get out ahead of it myself. I do not like things being decided for me. So if you're in agreement with me, then this would be a time to really reflect, do some inner work, and make sure you're very clear on where you are on your path. Are you in alignment? And if not, where's the weakness in the foundation so you get out in front of it instead of the tower coming down? Okay. Divine Masculine. Wow. 4th chakra, Archangel Raphael. Divine Feminine gets anxiety. Woo! Aries. Anxiety for Aries. That is the 9 of Swords, what we were just talking about. And here we have 4th chakra, Archangel Raphael. This is the heart chakra for Divine Masculine, Aries. So let's take a look at that. If you are Divine Masculine, well, if you're the Divine Feminine, this message is for your Divine Masculine. But if you are the Divine Masculine, and you know how you know, Aries, if you're the action taker, if you're the one in Yang energy, if you're the one pushing things forward, you are Divine Masculine, even if you're a woman. And how do you know you're Divine Feminine? If you're more allowing, more receptive, allow things to come to you more organically and naturally and going with the flow. That is the yin energy of Divine Feminine. Here we go. Upright. Raphael extends a beautiful green energy surrounded by gentle waves of pink to your heart center. This card upright indicates that you now have a greater readiness to receive love from others as well as from yourself. It could also indicate that a much needed healing from a previous broken heart is taking place. The tender vibrations of Raphael remind you to encourage yourself with the compassionate self-talk that you desire to hear from others. I like that. Know that as you do, the light from your heart center will shine with an irresistible beauty, and the universe will send people and situations that cause your sense of love and support to grow and grow. It's a beautiful energy for Divine Masculine. Divine Feminine is a little bit up in Divine Feminine's head. Worry or distress. The woman on this card is filled with anxiety, worrying about something that causes her a great deal of discomfort. Receiving this card upright, may indicate You're experiencing a time of increasing stress, perhaps even a situation that you find yourself brooding about much of the time. However, if you'll notice the scene outside the window, the storm is distant and perhaps even moving away. Whatever is going on, this card is telling you to release the worry and let yourself relax. Brooding and fretting will never solve things, so trust in yourself and your process. When you live with a relaxed heart and mind, you're far more likely to receive the solutions you seek. Yes, Aries, come on now. Divine Feminine. Whoo! Divine Masculine, it's all about self-love today. That's what's on the menu. Okay, so as I guess you guessed, I'm doing a Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine reading. And in the extended, I will explore this particular connection in more detail. I will also draw a card with a message to you, Aries, from Spirit. A message from Divine Masculine to Divine Feminine, a message from Divine Feminine to Divine Masculine, and then an outcome card. And if there's any hint toward timing, that's where it would come out in that outcome card. Let's see what we've got. Nine of Pentacles, Hierophant. Wow. This is Divine Masculine, this is Divine Feminine. I'm just going to pull the cards first, and then I will walk you through what I see, and I'll go on to clarify all of it. I will use this same deck to pull the cards for the connection and all the messages I just mentioned. So I'll use this same deck then. This is the pre-Raphaelite. Isn't it pretty? I mean, look at these. This is the Magician card. Isn't that gorgeous? I love all that kind of stuff. All right, so before I start to clarify, I see here Divine Masculine has this Nine of Pentacles. This is a card of Virgo. It doesn't have to be a Virgo. It's about an independent person, usually a woman, somebody really making their own way in the world, taking care of things for themselves. They don't need any of your help, thank you very much. They're very much an attractor. They're not consciously manifesting. They just sort of have their intentions within them, and then things just appear almost effortlessly. This card also, this Nine of Pentacles, has a little touch of Empress energy in it. There is sort of this unconditional aspect to this card where I feel that even though this figure is very independent, she is also very grounded and giving. You know, like what's hers is yours. It's a very lovely energy. It's interesting that it's showing up here in for Divine Masculine. What's showing up for Divine Feminine is the Hierophant. It's all about commitment. Maybe about your spiritual beliefs. Maybe about beliefs about commitment. Maybe about this commitment in general. In the past, we have this Five of Swords. Wow, this sure feels like an unfair fight. If it's this one person going up against a monster, it definitely feels like there was an unfair fight involved right now. At a crossroads. Maybe also protecting one's heart here, Divine Masculine. Maybe, see, the swords are across her heart. But certainly feeling stuck, not having clarity. This is a lack of clarity. And then in the future, Page of Wands, like a fresh little tick of passion. This can also be a flirtation. Some people talk about it as the one-night stand card, but we'll see where that takes us. And as you know, Divine Feminine, we have this Hierophant energy in the past. We have the Queen of Swords. Truth teller, truth seeker, asks a lot of questions, cuts out what doesn't serve, right? That's the energy of the past for Divine Feminine. Presently, Divine Feminine is really pulling back, really withholding. You can see this guy looks pretty cheap and miserly, right? All the pentacles are mine. What's mine is mine, and what's yours is mine. Well, there is that energy to the Four of Pentacles, but also Four of Pentacles is about pulling back and guarding what's yours. what provides you a sense of safety in the world, a sense of stability. And then there's forward movement here for Aries, but divine feminine, but very slow forward motion here, which is not like Aries. Aries is usually very much shot out of a cannon. In this lineup, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 earth cards. Slow energy. So let me go ahead and clarify this. 9 of Pentacles for Divine Masculine for this Aries reading. 9 of Pentacles, please. King of Pentacles. Very grounded. This person, whoever this Divine Masculine is, really is very much on their own, independent, grounded, stable, working hard on building their fortune, their literal wealth. I'm feeling this is very much where their energy is. Fool comes in, taking a leap of faith. So the reason why I pulled that extra card was I was not sure if this represents divine masculine or if it represents divine feminine, and divine masculine is thinking, because divine masculine is all about their security and stability. So this independent, grounded divine feminine energy shows up, and this divine masculine is like, what? I'll go for that. So I do feel this card here represents this divine feminine. If that's you, if you're the divine feminine, then your divine masculine is getting ready to take a leap of faith and either come toward you or make a decision with regard to moving forward. We'll see. We'll see. In the past here, 5 of Swords. Wow, that card is... I'm scared. Woo! Slaying a dragon here for sure. 5 of Swords. Well, I feel in the past there was some information that came across divine masculine's path. Something didn't feel fair. That there were some tactics being played. The 5 of Swords can often be an unfair fight or a hollow victory, right? Winning by any means necessary. Winning at all cost. Well, if at all cost is your life, that's a pretty heavy price to pay. So I sort of feel like there was some information that came through that has helped divine masculine in the healing process from something that was perceived to be unfair. And now they're trying to get some clarity here. 2 of Swords, present energy for this divine masculine. There we go. Sure, clarity with regard to their path. Which way do they go? What path do they choose? We've got the 2 twos here. 2 of Swords and 2 of Wands. Really lacking clarity with what is, I've got these 2 paths before me. Which one do I choose? And as I like to say, as you know, and if you've been here a while, you're probably sick of hearing me say it, is it's not about one path being right and the other being wrong. But there is one that's better for this person than the other at this moment. And I feel they are lacking some clarity with regard to that. They may just take a leap of faith, though. They may just take, that's the energy I feel, like while they're in all this indecision, and it involves their sense of stability areas, they're going to, if this is you, boom. Next up, future Page of Wands. This can be a light, passionate message, a flirtatious message. It can be sexting. It could be a one-night stand. It could be anything like that. But it's sort of young. It's not as evolved. It's not the King of Wands. Get where I'm going? All right, there's that Two of Swords again. I feel in the future here, Aries, whoever is the divine masculine energy sort of strikes the match, takes the match and strikes the match, tries to kick up some light, passionate energy. This is going to help them push past this lack of clarity, this indecision that has them stuck. Because they want to move to smoother waters, but they're feeling stuck. And so they might flirt with divine feminine. If this is you, Aries, and you're the divine masculine, you might try some flirtatious approach, but you're not, and you're going to want to get to a smoother, you're going to want to get out of your head and move to something smoother and a little bit more balanced for yourself mentally, and you're still going to be a little stuck. So there's this crossroads energy here for you twice now for divine masculine, Aries. Whether it's you and you're the divine masculine, or you're the divine feminine and this is your divine masculine. And if it is your divine masculine, they could be an earth sign, they could be an air sign. We've got Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. We have the Fool is Aquarius. We have Pisces is the Star. So those are a few of the energies. And here, divine feminine's coming forward as Taurus in this Hierophant energy. Something toxic going on, yeah, let me just keep looking at that. This divine feminine energy of commitment, of Taurus, of the Hierophant and the Devil, being lured away from your values and morals, doing something that's out of alignment here, divine feminine. Yeah, it's time to get back to some balance and justice. Could be a legal matter involved. We have the Hierophant, and yeah, you're losing a lot of sleep over this. Here's where this anxiety is coming from. Divine feminine, there is a pull away from, like, I feel like you're being lured away from your values and morals. Something's got a hold on you. Karmic energy has a hold on you. And I feel that you're way out of balance. You know it. You need the balance restored. That's why we have this. This is Justice is the card. These are two air cards here. Justice is Libra energy, and then we've got air, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. So if you have a lot of air in your chart and you happen to be divine feminine, Aries, you have a lot of air in your chart, this is what's going on. Otherwise, I just feel like all this anxiety is a result of being off your path, being out of alignment with your own beliefs and values and morals. This got you all up in a... This is it. This is the same card right here. Past, we had the Queen of Swords. So maybe you were on a search for the truth in the past. If I'm talking to a divine feminine, what I meant to say is divine feminine was on a search for the truth in the past. Moving toward love, or someone coming toward divine feminine with love. Now we have the King and Queen of Swords. So this is very much mirrored energy here in the past. And this King of Swords, it is about honor and integrity. It is about values and morals, right? It is about living by a code of decency, honor, integrity, discipline, yada, yada, yada. So that's the energy of the King of Swords. The energy of the Queen of Swords is, like, I want the whole truth and nothing. I want the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. And if you can't tell me the truth, I'm cutting you out. You got to go. And then in the middle of both of those energies is, taking action with regard to love. Wearing your heart on your sleeve here if you're divine feminine. Or someone wearing their heart on their sleeve coming toward divine feminine. And then we've got this Four of Pentacles right now, present energy, really pulling back. I can see why. Four of Pentacles here for Divine Feminine, present energy for Aries. Wanting balance and fairness and equal give and take. Yeah, there's conflict with regard to Divine Feminine is seeking balance and fairness and equity here. Pulling back on the Pentacles, Four of Pentacles, withholding. This does feel very 3D to me, but on some level, I feel it's about Divine Feminine's sense of safety and stability and groundedness. And so if something's out of balance, which I see here, right? Yeah, something's way out of alignment. If they show up with the energy of the Hierophant and they end up losing sleep with the devil, feel me? Yeah. It's a problem, and it's keeping this state of anxiety at full tilt for Divine Feminine. So, in the past, we have this Queen of Swords, King of Swords with the Knight of Cups right smack in the middle. So there's been a focus on truth and honesty, a focus on integrity and character. And then we've got this Four of Pentacles, pulling back, not feeling safe, not feeling grounded, wanting some balance, fairness, reciprocity, equal give and take here. Some kind of an equitable arrangement that helps Divine Feminine feel stable. That would be a win. That would be the victory there. But there's conflict around that. A lot of outside interference. Someone else may be blocking, someone or some others may be blocking this stability from coming in. And future is Knight of Pentacles, a slow march towards stability. Wow. So, future for Divine Feminine, slow moving energy with regard to stability. There's conflict here. Something's running interference, keeping the stability at bay. Divine Feminine's going to work even harder, trying to come up with a creative solution, pulls back even more in the future. Four of Pentacles again. And then we've got the Four of Wands. This is a life partnership, or it's being perceived as a life partnership by Divine Feminine. And Divine Feminine pulling back on that. This is a conflict right here. That's the conflict. Is if this is a partnership and one of these partners doesn't feel that there's any measure of balance or stability or fairness, right? Balance, equal give and take in the connection, the way you're living as if you're in partnership and under the same roof. I think very slowly Divine Feminine is going to come to Divine Feminine's senses. There's only so much work Divine Feminine that Divine Feminine can do to make this, to feel safe and stable. And so Divine Feminine's just going to pull back even more. That's what's coming in the future. It's already in the present, and I feel you're going to get more of it if you're the Divine Feminine. Because I'm not seeing a resolution. I see Divine Feminine working hard in this connection. I don't see it being reciprocated. I see Divine Masculine, yeah, hey baby, oh come on, don't be that way. Let's not argue. Let's not, no struggle, no worries. At a crossroads. No clarity. So I am feeling that there's some disconnect here. And I'm going to look at that in the extended Aries. If I'm speaking your situation, the link to the extended is below. I'll see you there. Otherwise, have a good rest of your week, and I'll see you on a future video. I appreciate you. Bye.